Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Juju's Journey. Everybody calls me Juju. Today is my weekly cash stuffing video. I'm on a fixed income. I use a zero-based budget. My goal is to get 3 to 6 months ahead for my monthly bills. Right now I'm currently only 1 month ahead. I'm on a very fixed income, $3,000 a month. So come on and let's just do this journey together. Zero-based budget and weekly cash envelope stuffing. So we're going to start with my wallet that I carry in my purse. It's a mess, guys. Don't look at it. I need to get all of my receipts. Definitely download Fetch and scan your receipts in, because honestly it pays off. One day I think I'll figure out how to put a link in and that it will link you right to it. And I think if you sign up that way you get some major points. But just from starting, probably 4 or 5 months ago, and I don't spend a lot of money, so my receipts probably are less than yours. I've already saved up enough money to get a $50 gift card to Amazon or Visa card. And they have all of these other, you can get food cards, gift cards. You can use it for a variety of reasons. So definitely look into Fetch and start saving your receipts. Okay, this, I think I explained to you if you've watched any of my videos before. I get paid once a month. I go through I create my budget, decide how many denominations of each bill that I'm going to need. You know, like each one, 5s, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s. And I pull $3,000 out of my bank in the right denominations. And I put that in this binder, and I call this binder my bank. This is my bank for the whole month of October. So as bills are getting paid that come out of my debit or draft, I just pull my cash and pay the bank back. But it gives me a relationship with my money. I want to touch it, feel it, as though I am the one who's paying it, not it just coming out of my checking account every month, okay? So like I said, I'm 1 month ahead currently, so I can actually pull the whole $3,000. But you be careful, because if you have things that are going to get drafted and you don't have enough money to cover it in your checking account, definitely leave the cash in your checking account. Do not pull it and store it for the whole month. Only if you're far enough ahead that you can do this. But this is the method that works for me. Some people actually just keep it in there and write it down and tally it that way. I like to touch and feel my money. That's what works for me. But you can definitely do what works for you. So I'm going to pull my budget sheet, so I'll have my cheat sheet to know where my money has to go this week, okay? So, goodness gracious. That's not going to completely work. I thought I was kind of prepared. Okay, so Juju, that's me. I get $50 a week to spend any way I want. So I'm going to give myself 2 20s and a 10. And see, I pulled it from my bank that says Juju. I'd already stuffed this on the video yesterday. And let me get... So what is today? That should be a 1. 10, 3... minus 50, so now I have $150 left for the month of October. Groceries, that's going to get 50, so that's 2 20s. and a 10. Now this is my cash wallet that I carry in my purse every week on this side. And I try to use cash as much as I can. I try not to use my debit card. Very, very little do I use my debit card. If I can pay cash, that's what I'll do. Come on, fingers, don't fail me now. I'm so excited. Tomorrow is the big day. I get to go do my first 5K in a long, long time with my best friend. And then they're going to have a beer garden afterwards, and macaroni and cheese and barbecue. It's going to be like a little fall festival. The whole entire town's decorated. So, so cute. And then I come home, and the next day, I'm back to the beach to spend 2 nights with my daughter, her husband, and my grandchildren. I'm excited. Dining out gets 20, which, you know, now that I'm going to the beach, but we're renting the house, so it's good. So I have $60 left, so I probably won't even use this money. I mean, dining out at the beach. If anything, it'll be to go grab something on Saturday while I'm in Conway. Miscellaneous is going to get 10. And let's update our tracker. 10, 3, minus 10. And that gives us $30 left for the month. Okay, so let me put this in miscellaneous. And then lunch is going to get 20. Minus 20, so that's $60 left for the month. Okay. I do recommend using trackers, because if you use trackers, if you make a mistake, it's easy to find out where your mistake is. And what I do, this is my cash wallet. The ones that I do not spend throughout the week, I hold them to the side. And this week I've only saved $1, and I'll show you what we do with those dollars. Sometimes I'll have 10 ones, and sometimes I'll have as little as 1 1. So I always save my change. Goodness. Oh, that's a lot of change. My little fat fingers didn't want to grab it. So I'm so proud of myself. We went walking this morning. We went walking yesterday. It rained for a couple of days, which kind of threw us off. But we started this walking journey probably about a month ago, and we've done really good. We have a park in our town that the elevation is like 100 feet. So you can walk trails and get up to the top, or you can take the steps, and it's 97 steps to go up. But you can go through trails in the woods. You can walk on the boardwalks. So we have our little trail mapped out that we know if you go this way, it's 2 miles. If you decide you want to walk longer, you can go another way. You can do all these different routes. And anyway, but we always go up the 97 steps, which kills us. But we do play the theme song of Rocky, and it's really fun, you know, because when we get to the top, it's like, dun, 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 da, da, da. It's really fun. And I usually just pull it up on YouTube and play it. We haven't gotten to the point where we can do the dirty dancing. Because we're a lot older than we used to be. You've got to imagine I'm 57, so it's quite funny. Okay, so we're going to start with which binder? Okay. Water bill, electricity, phone, internet. Okay, I don't do that. Okay, we're going to start with this video. I mean, this one, I believe. Okay, house taxes is fully funded, y'all. So I've got a fully funded placeholder. I've got to get to our ones. Remember, if you watch my video, this is my bank. So I'm going to pull cash from here to stuff my envelopes. House insurance is going to get $20. Let's track it. Plus 20. So that would be 1,530. 10.3. Let me go to my 20s and pull the $20 bill. Okay, let's count and see, make sure we have 1,000. We've got 1,000 in my savings account. I started an Ally savings account. It's a high yield savings account that it was recommended off of, you know, some of the YouTube channels that I follow. And I can tell you, I've been very, very impressed. So this is a placeholder. It's fake money that I ordered off of Amazon, and then I made a sticker to stick on it so I wouldn't get it confused, because it is kind of similar to real money. So I have 1,000 in the bank, 1,100 in the... All of these are placeholders, so let's just count them like it's real money. You know what a placeholder is. 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 400. And that's 500, 530. Let's make sure we have that correct on our ledger. Yep, 1,530 going towards my house insurance for next year. I'm not quite sure exactly how much it is, but I've got, in my mind, I'm thinking I need $3,000. So I've got to really focus on this one. Even if I'm going to have to stop stuffing like house maintenance and things of that nature. But right now I'm going to still just keep going forward. I can still stuff house maintenance, and if I'm shy, I can pull from it to pay it when it comes due. So house maintenance is going to get $5. Normally I would update my trackers before I made this video, but I'm gonna actually, we should have 180. I'm gonna show you this week, just in case somebody's new and they haven't ever seen anybody go from start to finish. So we need, it should be 180, not 18. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 180. That's correct. In house insurance. Car taxes gets 20. That should be 175. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 175. Saved up for car taxes. Okay. Now this one is car insurance, and I owe this money, and I'll explain that to you in just a little bit. So I did, normally I pay my car insurance once a year, but after my husband died, I decided to sell some vehicles. So I only did my car insurance for 6 months, paid it 6 months in advance. 6 months, because I would still save money, because I didn't want to pay for the whole year for 3 vehicles and then only end up getting reimbursed because I had 1 vehicle left. So I just paid my 6 months, and all of these placeholders were in my Ally savings account earning like 3% interest. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to pay it out of my checking account and pay my checking account back, because I'm not making interest off of my checking account. So I'm going to let that money work for itself. But I was able to do that because I'm now currently 1 month ahead on all of my bills. Okay, so I said that we were going to get a 20 for car insurance. Let me double check. Yep, $20. So I'm going to do this 10, 3. I'm going to do plus. Well, I'm actually going to do minus 20, which will make meal $8.40. I subtracted, okay? So I should have 800 and... Well, the bottom line is this 20 goes back to my bank. So I owe myself minus 20. So I paid my insurance, and now I'm paying myself back, if that makes any sense. So now I owe my checking account $213. So I'm going to put this money in my bank bag so I can deposit it if I need to. Okay? And of course, this is not going to represent the right way. But I have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 sitting in a savings account right now for car insurance. But like I said, I've already spent, I spent 382. So basically, if I probably subtracted this amount, it would turn out to be that number. So I'm just not going to worry with that right this moment. Put this back where it needs to go. But keeping up with your ledgers on this is important. Car maintenance gets $5. I have not been so excited about anything in a long time, but I'm very excited about this weekend. And it's my grandson's first birthday. So we're going to have a good time. She ordered him a little tiny Frankenstein smash cake. 100, 200, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. $265. Well, see, I did my math wrong, so it's always good to count behind yourself. 265. Because when you're dealing with money, I don't even know how they do it at the bank, but sometimes you're gonna make mistakes. Emergency gets $5 a week. Let's go ahead and update our tracker. So still beautiful here. I think when we went walking today, it was like 70 degrees. Perfect walking. And the leaves are starting to change. It's really beautiful. So this should have $65. So we got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. You would think I would have more in emergency, but in order for me to get 1 full month ahead, I was so close, and I wanted to go ahead and meet that milestone. I started over with emergency and some of my, and like medical. You'll see which ones are really low. Because I felt like it was more important to reach at least one goal and feel good about that and then start back over. So medical, let's see what medical has. Medical's going to get 5. So now we have 115. Today's the 3rd. Let's make sure this math is right. So we have 50 in my savings account, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and 5, 10, and 15. So we have $115. And so, you know, that really adds up. That's putting $5 a week. And then all of a sudden you've got, you've reached $100. And it's kind of exciting. And you really, if you stay on your budget, you're not going to be tempted to spend it on anything else. Always give yourself room for success. Like, I give myself $50 a week to spend any way I want. If you can afford to do that, you can maybe afford to even do more for yourself. But you've got to be able to enjoy something, or either you're not going to do this anymore. You're just going to spend your money that's in your paycheck, and then when your house taxes roll around, you're going to have to maybe put it on your charge card, and then you're paying a little bit of your charge card. You're just going to be living with debt. I'm very fortunate. My husband and I never had credit cards. We had one for emergency, but I think we used it once in 37 years of being together, 35 years of marriage. So, but I'm in debt. I do have a house payment. I've got to get that paid off. So that's my goal. So we've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. I should have 70. See where I did my math wrong. Let's do it again. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. So I'm going to take a 5. I don't know if I pulled it yet or not. Let me double check and make sure the 5's not stuck in this envelope. So if I come up shy at the end of the month on my 5s, let me know that I did something wrong in my savings. Okay, month ahead bills is going to get 5. $10, 3 plus 5, and it should have 65. I'm almost thinking that I did something wrong because it seems like I started those at the same time and I give them the same amount of money. So I may go ahead and take $5 back. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. See, I think I did something wrong on savings. So I am going to go ahead and fix that right now, because I know at the end of the month I'm going to be shy of $5, and I don't want to do that to myself. Oh well. Minus 5. I'm going to just keep it as 65. And it's not going to make or break me, right? And then if I have a leftover $5 at the end of the month, I might choose to put it back in. Who knows? Okay, month ahead. I did that one. Yearly fees is going to get 5. Okay. $10, 3 plus 5. So it's $54. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. Okay. And yearly fees are from like my Sam subscription, my Amazon Prime, things like that. eBay. I do sell on eBay. And the reason I'm giving this money every month is just to have a cushion, just in case I have to pay taxes. I did something wrong. I don't want to come up, you know, kind of off. And I'm not even counting my eBay money as income. It goes into a different account, and I decided at the end of the year, you know, after I filed my taxes and figured out, you know, whether I'm actually going to get an income refund, tax refund, or if I'm going to have to pay, then I'll just take that yearly and apply it towards one of my sinking funds. And hopefully I'll have it paid off in full, fully funded before even the year starts. Wouldn't that be awesome? So I'm just going to let that money accumulate unless I need it, like an emergency, but I don't, hopefully that won't happen. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. So that is completely funded. I mean, that was accurate, not funded. I think you know what I meant. Okay, so we've got my high priority, high yield binder completed. Next, we're going to do what I consider my fun binder. And I only had $1 to go into dollar savings. And I'm not even going to keep a track on that. It's not worth it because it's just savings, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When this reaches $50, when I get $50 in ones, I'll pull it and put it towards one of my high sinking funds. So the more dollars that I collect during the week, the better off I am personally. Okay, personal care gets $3. And the way I use personal care is for, shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper, things of that nature. 10, 3. So I should have $98. 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. My husband was a huge Sam's shopper. We went probably 2 to 3 times a week. And he passed away last December, and I have yet to buy toilet paper or paper towels. So when that time comes, I'm going to need that money. I'm not a huge clothes person, but I do fund this every week. because whenever I do decide to buy something, I want to be ready. I don't want to have to say, I have to save up my $50 a week. So clothes is going to get $5. Is that what it is? Yep, I'm on the side. So I should have $60. This is one that I pulled to help get 1 month ahead. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I might need to buy some shoes coming up for a wedding that I'm going to. Well, actually, I do know I need to buy shoes. Entertainment is going to get only $5. I really wanted to bump this up, but I couldn't do it this month. Maybe if my electric bill goes down next month, I'll be able to. Plus 5. So I should have 60. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So I didn't take it out yet, did I? Let's count that one more time. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. Okay, vacation. I'm excited about this one. 10, 3. I'm going to be going to Charleston in about 1 month and 1 week for 2 nights and 3 days. Vacation gets 20. For my best friend's daughter's wedding, and we're going to have so much fun. She's the one that I walked with, and her son's the one who named me Juju like 35 years ago. Okay, so we have 100, we should have $380. So we have 100 in savings, 250 in savings, 270, 290, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, and 380. It threw me off because I don't do good whenever it's not counting by 20s. I don't do good like that. I guess you could tell. Okay, gifts is going to get $5. And this is for, let's say I've got to buy a wedding gift for the wedding, so, which I've already gotten the wedding gift. But if I have a birthday gift that, now where did my pen go? That's so weird. It's not that weird. Okay. This is not for my children. This is just for relatives that are like cousins, aunts, things like that. And then friends. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. And the older you get, your circle gets a little bit, I don't have a big circle. Not, I mean, I do have a lot of, like, friends, but we don't buy birthday gifts for each other. There's just I have a close circle that I'm close enough to buy gifts for their birthdays. Pets is going to get 5, and this is for vet bills. And that's it. Does not include dog food, things like that. Okay, plus 5. So I should have $2.99. That just kind of makes me sad. Why did I do that to myself? let's see. So we have 100, 250 in the bank. 255, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So what did I say this was? $2.99. And that is correct. To be honest, keeping your little ledger sheets is really very important. I highly recommend that you do that. Wish list, let me see. It gets $5. And I actually owe wish list money. So you will see that I have no cash. And today is 10/3. And I'm going to put plus 5. But that's going to actually be negative 341. Because I bought a computer and I did the same thing. I borrowed from my checking account. So I still owe my personal checking account $341 from this wish list. So I took a personal loan out. And so what I'm going to do with this money is put it in my bank bag to pay myself back. Okay, and then the last one is my daughter's wedding. She's engaged. She's not quite sure what she wants to do. She wants to elope, but it will not be a huge wedding because her dad's not here to walk her down the aisle. And they've been together for quite a while, so and if she does something, it's just going to be a very just immediate family, and they're very best friends. So she should have $60. And so we've got 50 and 60. And so the longer she waits, the more money she's going to get. And so that completes this binder. I will come back and update my trackers later because this is a whole bunch of them, okay? This is my grandchildren and my children's birthdays, and I use ones. Okay. I might have to get the ones out my big bag. Okay, so I have 5 grandchildren. I have 5 children, and my 5 children have significant others. So this binder is only for my children and my grandchildren. It's for birthday and Christmas only, nothing else. Okay. So I had to go down this week. They don't get quite as much as I like to give them. So I think they're going to get $3 each. I guess I need to go ahead and update the trackers. If not, I won't come back and do it. 10/3 plus 3 is 178. Actually, this one, his birthday, he's 1. And I'm going to pull $100 out. Oh, I didn't do that right. I was about to do the wrong thing. I'm not going to count the money. I will update my trackers, but I'm not going to count the cash for you guys. I think y'all see me count enough. Okay, plus 3. This grandson's like 1 year and 4 months old. He's our little heart baby. He's such a spider. He goes back to have surgery in December, so just, if y'all are praying, people, please pray for him. He's got a long little journey ahead of him in the next couple of years. And this is my only granddaughter. Her birthday's on Halloween. So she has 168. And all I do, I'm going to give the 1-year-old money and let the parents decide how they want to spend it. But this one's old enough for us to go spend her money together. When they get old enough, I take them shopping. But the 1-year-old, they're going to be at the beach. She was like, he does, keep the money. And I'm like, no. You can buy him a t-shirt. You can put it in a savings account. You can do whatever you want. And this grandchild gets $3. He's grown. He's in college. He graduated a year early. I don't know when. I don't know how time flies. He's my bonus. I've got 2 stepdaughters who are like my children. And her husband, this is his son. But we've known him. He's been a part of our family since he was 2 years old. So he's just like ours. And this is the one that's getting married. He just had a birthday, so this one doesn't have a lot of cash in it. It's only got 118. I'm probably going to have to beef some of these up because Christmas is coming around, and I've got one daughter whose birthday's on December 22nd. And then I have another daughter whose birthday is on December 26th. And then my anniversary was in December. I don't know what we were thinking. One, 2, and 3. And y'all can say a prayer for me too. I know it's Gigi's journey, and I guess I'm supposed to talk about things like this, but I can't get my husband's probate. I can't close his estate because his mother passed away 2.5 years ago, and her estate's still not settled. So it's a big mess. 1, 2, 3, because the person who's the executor, my brother-in-law, he just hasn't been doing like he should. But I can't close my husband's estate until that estate's closed. So let's pray that all that gets worked out. So that's how I'm going to end up paying off my house. And then I will be settled, and I'll have that extra house payment, and then I will still be on a fixed income, and it's not going to be like I'm rich, but I won't be so, it'll be like getting a $780 raise a month, and I can definitely live off of that. It's still not the same as when my husband was alive, but it's definitely doable. Of course, I wouldn't need as much money because there's only me. But it'll give me a little bit more financial freedom. And at my age, it's time to have a little bit of financial freedom. I'm just grateful that we did have a little bit of retirement. So y'all really save for your retirement. It really pays off. I wouldn't bank on Social Security taking care of you. I mean, because even if it's still here, it's still not going to be enough to take care of you. So work hard right now so you can live good when you get to my age. And that is it for this week's cash envelope stuffing. This will get us by for one more week. And I'm going to put my ones back. Thank you for coming. And really and truly, guys, it adds up. In 1 year, since January, it hasn't even been a year. I mean, think about it. I've saved up $1,200 for house taxes. On my little income, $3,000. House insurance, what did I say? $1,530 I have. You know, so it really adds up, guys. There's $185 in house maintenance. $175 in car taxes. This is all money saved. And on top of that, I have $3,000. I'm 1 month ahead that I've saved since January. So this method really does work, okay? I'm not just blowing smoke up your you-know-what. You know, it really does work. But you have to be dedicated. It's like a job. But once you start doing it, you're going to want to do it, okay? Trust me. So may the Lord bless you and protect you, and may the Lord smile down on you and be gracious to you, and may the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. And that's from Numbers 6, verse 24 through 26. Thank you for watching. Please do the like, and please comment. And you can share too if you'd like. But I would really like you to comment. I would like to hear from you. And like I always say, if I can do it, you definitely can do it. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.